Your book launch isn't just about day one. It's a journey with three crucial phases. If you think, my book launch is next year, think again. Your book launch is closer than you think. Today, we're talking about the importance of planning for your book launch well in advance. And I'm going to share with you some successful examples that are strategic and not last minute, and also not full of panic, because this is supposed to be exciting and fun, enjoyable for everyone around you. Today, we'll break down the three phases of a successful book launch and what you need to do right now to set yourself up for success. If your book launch is 6 months away, now is the perfect time to start planning. By planning, I mean setting the foundation for everything. Launching a book without a plan is like driving without a map and without a destination. You're going to get lost. You're going to waste time and resources. You're not going to know where to stop for snacks. It's going to be a mess. Yuck. Here are the key components of planning your launch. Number one, you got to have a plan. Outline your journey. Where do you want your book to go? What are your goals? What I mean is, who's out there that you want to serve? Start with that, because you can go on this journey and be busy the entire time and not reach the people that you really meant to reach. Start with outline. What do you really want? What feels good to you? And then assemble your toolkit. I have a list of what goes in your toolkit and what to do at each phase. If you are like, hey, I want that now, you can go to lanelit.com, lit as in literature, /launch, and you'll get my guide, my free guide, and with the steps of what to do when, and whether you have 12 months or 6 months or 3 months, separate your phases. Just go ahead, 3 weeks, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, whatever works for you. So key components. Number 1, make a plan. Number 2, assemble your toolkit. That's gather all the essential materials, photos of you. Yes, of you. Your book description, your website. Yes, you're going to need a website. And decide on your primary social platform. The third key component is to identify and plan for annual opportunities like conferences and speaking gigs well in advance. Some of those only come around once a year, and the window of submissions is narrow. You got to thread that needle. Here's a pro tip. Create an all-in-one document, your Swiss Army knife, with your bio, a link to your image library, and you don't need a lot of images. 3 is good. A headshot, a medium shot, essentially like nipples up, and maybe a black and white. So in your all-in-one document, I call it a speaker package, an author package. I don't care what you call it. This is where you keep everything. It's your one document that's always updated. And I use mine every week. Put your bio, your image library link, your link to your book, your contact info, your social profile, like the entire URL, like linkedin.com /, you know the drill. And the questions that people ask you, the things you talk about, and even testimonials or blurbs, put them all in one place. One document is searchable. Your entire computer, no, you don't want to dig through that. That's a big old mess. That's phase 1. That's planning your book launch. Number 1, make a plan. Number 2, get your tools together. Number 3, identify the opportunities that need to be acted on now. The second phase of your book launch is establishing your digital presence. With your plan in place, it's time to establish your digital presence. This is where you start to make noise about your book. You're going to set up the essentials, your author website and your pre-order page, making sure they're polished and ready to attract attention. You're going to prep some automated email sequences so that when people go to your website and say, oh, I would love Allison to send me her favorite books of the week, those emails that go out to people who you don't know and are not your friends yet, they get sent to them immediately and keep them engaged. Nobody likes signing up for something and they never receive something back. If they are subscribing or hit subscribe or they're interested in more, they need to click a button and get something sent to their inbox right then. And it's usually when you're not available to do that. The rules nowadays are that you have to have an automated email sequence. The next thing you do is you'll have an outreach strategy because you need to pitch yourself to media and podcasts. Start pitching yourself as a contributor to podcasts and media outlets. Remember, you're a spokesperson for your book's message. Pitching podcasts and media doesn't mean pitching, don't you want to cover my book? No, because your book is not news. Sorry, but your book's not news. It's your job to be a spokesperson for the message and themes in your book, which means you have to do the work to integrate how your message gets woven in to the news of the day, to the trends, how it's relevant. And that is your job. It's not the journalist's job. And they don't even have time to do the mental literary gymnastics to figure out how you're saying, look, my book, don't you want to work it into your article? No, they don't want to. You know why? Because 100 other people are pitching their input and their expertise, and they're not making them jump through hoops and try and fit where their input would fit best. Use tools from phase 1 to ensure that you are consistent and professional and using your time wisely. Do not start every bio from scratch. You have your headquarters bio, your home base. Always keep one that's fresh, and it's the one you start with. You will end up with a super shorty bio that's like 25 words. You'll end up with another one that's 50 words. Don't create them all at once because it's the hypothetical. Start with one, and believe me, you'll end up with 8. And that's something that I teach you and show people in my author brand and bestseller launch school. And I show them mine. This is something I show people in the bestseller school. You want to maintain consistency and don't recreate things that already exist. Like you already have your ingredients. You've got your bio, a couple of photos, your website. If you find yourself starting from scratch or a blank page, you're doing it wrong. We can be way more efficient and zoom toward launch, which is the exciting part, the implementation. This is phase 3, where your efforts go public and your pre-order campaign kicks off. This is your real launch. Your true launch begins with the pre-order campaign, not just publication day. Publication day is considered when your book is on shelf or when the retailers will start shipping. People today understand, oh, I'm going to order this, and then when it's released, it'll come to me. I mean, my daughter is used to this with, tops from Hollister or wherever. Like, oh, it's out of stock. They'll ship it on September 3rd. Whatever. People are used to that. Pre-order campaigns are important because it shows interest in your book. It shows reader excitement. And that way you get to start engaging with people and get a sense of who they are and invite them into a conversation with you. This is also when your PR campaign begins and ramps up. You'll be contributing to media. You'll be interviewed about your book. You'll be conducting interviews with podcasters and perhaps attending events. And this will be all in full swing. You've got to promote them. You've got to share your appearance. You've got to share that your appearance is coming up. And then you have to share that the article was published. You've got to share quotes and insights everywhere to keep the momentum going. So you conduct your activity and then you merchandise that activity. You promote it. That's what that means. And then you leverage the result in your marketing. leveraging the result means that wherever you go, you're creating assets, images, photos, video. Collect those. Those will end up on your website. Maybe they'll go into your speaker reel. All those logos of the media will end up on your website or in your email auto signature. You want to collect all those and leverage them for your next big opportunity. Publication day, let me remind you of this. Your pub day or your publication day is not the only focus. That's one day. That's like your book's birthday. Your launch is a continuous effort that builds over time. Road to your launch is not a sprint and it is not a marathon because both of those sound painful and sweaty. This needs to be integrated into your life so that you can enjoy the whole thing. Quick recap. Phase 1, plan your launch. Create a marketing plan, assemble your toolkit, pitch annual opportunities. Phase 2, establish your digital presence. Set up your website, your pre-order pages, and begin outreach. Phase 3, implement your campaign. Launch your pre-order campaign. Engage in PR, outreach, interviews, podcasts, and then merchandise your results. When you have a big brand marketing mindset, you'll focus on fewer but bigger wins. This keeps your energy high and your marketing effective. Big wins are what matter and set you apart. Fewer, because you're going to extend the same amount of energy. Why do you want to collect a bunch of tiny, tiny wins? No thanks. We're going for the gold here. Make sure to go to lanelit.com/launch and download my free guide on the 3 phases of a book launch. It's in the show notes. It will help you every step of the way. There's a checklist. You'll be happy you got it. Launching a book doesn't have to be overwhelming. Most people who I help with their launches start with, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't know what to do, and I don't have time to learn it. I know. Why would you want to become an expert in book launches unless you're going to be an expert in book launches? And don't worry about it. I got you. That's why I started this podcast and why I help people get their books into the world. That's why I started the author brand and bestseller launch school too, because whether your book is coming out in a year or tomorrow, or it came out 3 months ago, or you don't have a book deal yet, but an agent or a publisher has said, I'd be really interested, but can you build your brand or can you build your platform? Which platform is a different conversation altogether. And we could talk about that word. It's so loaded and meaningless. Forget that. You're always building your author brand, whether you're trying to get a book deal or you have a book deal and your book is coming out. The author brand elements are always active. So long as you integrate it into your life, just incorporate it. What you don't want to do is go into a hole and work on the book and, the book's coming out. I'll start my launch efforts 3 months beforehand, but you haven't contributed to media beforehand. You haven't been on a podcast. You're like, what's a website? What website platform should I use? I share all of that. I have a free guide for that. It's tech tools. It's lanelit, as in literature.com/tech. So you can get that. But don't do that, because when people go into a hole and they think, I'll start building my brand 3 or 4 months before the launch, no one's waiting for you because you haven't come out of your groundhog hole yet. And you've got to make sure that, a little bit along the way matters. And it builds and builds your author brand. It can be easy and it can be fun. With a solid plan and a clear digital presence and a strong implementation strategy, you'll set yourself up for success. Your book for success. You've got this. Your book launch is going to be phenomenal. Just follow these steps and you'll be on your way to making a big impact. Thanks for tuning in to The Author's Edge. Don't forget to subscribe, and share and leave a review if today's episode helped you plan your next big launch. It is my joy to host the Author's Edge and help you navigate your journey from manuscript to bestseller. For more on that, my author brand and bestseller school starts October 3rd. If your book is coming out in 2025, this is a 6-month program. You can jump into it. You won't also need to hire a website designer and a publicist and a media trainer, because I am all of those things. If you're thinking the cost of launching my book, I did not foresee. Now I have to get a website designed. No, you don't. That's something that I show people and I help them build inside the bestseller school. Don't hire a web designer. Now I need someone to help me hone my message. No, you don't. That's something we do inside of the bestseller school. My publisher's telling me I need a publicist. You might need a publicist, but I'm a lifelong publicist. And I can tell you, as a publicist, you need to have all your poop in a group, your toolkit, your message, your website, everything in place before you talk to a publicist, because they are not your marketing director. You are. And this is something that inside the bestseller school, I give people all of the tools that they're going to need. And then most of the time they go, oh, I was going to hire this, whatever, fill in the blank, but now I don't need to. I'm like, yeah, now you don't need to, because when you are your best marketer and I show you, this is how I do it, you should do it the same way. Let's do it at the same time. Follow along, or I help you write your website in under 45 minutes. You think, gosh, I'm so glad I didn't spend $4,000 on that. It can be pricey. It can really add up. You don't need to hire a copywriter, a website designer, a graphic artist. It's a lot. Be aware of those costs and have a plan. You've got this. Your book is going to be phenomenal. Follow these steps and you'll be on your way to making a big impact.